in my living room and we're watching the closing of the auction, which closes in an hour and 18 minutes. 69 million. I think it probably means digital art is here to stay.
I know I just broke the rule from my previous video, but somebody else got me that bubble tea. You've probably heard something about the NBA TopShots these past few weeks. And even if you haven't, it's probably important for you to understand the fundamentals of what it is, that being NFT, or Non-Fungible Token. Hi, I'm Naveed Haque. I am a technical specialist at IBM by day, and at night I enjoy making these YouTube videos, sharing lessons that I've learned, whether it be in finance, tech, or in my personal journey through this experience that we're all going through. Today we're going to explore the world of NFT and how they can benefit you and the creators that you enjoy watching, or maybe even yourself if you're a creator as well. Let's get started. So what is an NFT? Well, to better understand NFTs, I think it's more important to understand the FT part. Fungible token. What is that? Well, a fungible token is any form of fiat currency. You're probably familiar with it even if you didn't know the term fungible token. See, fungible tokens are your fiat currencies. It's like the USD or the pound or the pesos. I don't carry cash, so let's assume you have this one Monopoly dollar and I have this one Monopoly dollar. If we both traded dollars, we would still have one Monopoly dollar. See, these aren't unique in any way. They're both valued at $1. And that's exactly what a fungible token is. A non-fungible token, however, is a bit more unique. It's special. It's one of a kind. Non-fungible token is similar to that like of a fine piece of artwork. For example, the Mona Lisa. There is only one Mona Lisa. However, there's thousands of people who print Mona Lisas. However, it's not the Mona Lisa. And that the part of a title of a painting or an artwork gives it a unique special value, and thus it can be worth a lot of money. So a non-fungible token is essentially that. It is a unique piece of work. And in this case, it's generally whether it be any sort of creative work that may exist. So what is NFT? NFT is a non-fungible token, which is a digital file whose unique identity and ownership is verified on a blockchain. I'll explain what blockchain is later into this video. So NFTs are not mutually interchangeable, unlike fiat currencies like this, right? An NFT is created by uploading your digital piece of artwork or whatever it may be onto a platform or an NFT auction market. Now, this creates a copy of the NFT or the file, which is recorded as an NFT on the digital ledger. NFTs started far back, but one of the most distinct moments where NFT truly came popular was back in June of 2017. When two creative technologists, John Watkinson and Matt Hall, realized they could create unique avatars on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, they decided to make over 10,000 characters, and not any of them had more than two that were the same. And these digital characters that live on the Ethereum blockchain were known as the CryptoPunks. And all of them were given away for free. And almost immediately after they were all gone, there came a second marketplace in which you can now buy these CryptoPunk avatars. As of today, some of the highest bidded ones go all the way up to $8 million US. I'll let my friend Michael from Tarski Technologies, a blockchain-based consulting firm, give you a little bit of a deeper understanding.
Thanks, Naveed. So the really interesting thing about NFTs is the fact that you have direct custody. That means the private keys that tie directly to your asset, whether it's a CryptoKitty, CryptoPunk, a title transfer, all these things are tied directly to a private key that an individual controls. And that private key and the balance of NFTs and other assets on that private key are stored on the blockchain in a digital ledger that everyone can have a copy of. So in this way, everyone is able to send assets to each other in a way that can be independently verified. They don't have to rely on a single party or a single company in order to know that NFT is transferred. So just like you could, sell a collectible coin physically in the real world to someone without anyone else involved, you can also do that with an NFT.
So what's the financial structure of NFTs? Well, NFTs are strictly based on the Ethereum network. And if you were to purchase an NFT, what you would be paying for is essentially the cost the NFT is going for, plus what's known as a gas fee. A gas fee is essentially the cost of doing the business. See, whenever you purchase something on the Ethereum network, there is a transaction that's happening in the back, and the computers are processing all those transactions. And the busier the network is, the higher the gas fee will be. So the gas fee helps cover the cost of the electricity and the operations for all those computers to run. So the busier the network, the more you would pay on the gas fee. It's similar to like a toll road when you're driving. So on rush hour, the toll cost to get on the road is really high, but on the off hours, it's very low. But you're paying to get on a faster lane to get to your place quicker. And in this case, on the Ethereum network, you're paying for validation and security of your purchase. So how can creators monetize this? Well, you can create unique pieces of work in which your fan base can buy. And maybe over time, if you as a creator get more fame, they can then essentially sell those NFTs for more money. But the best thing about NFTs is that you as the original creator, the seller of the first NFT of your work, you still get money from them selling it to someone else. So you essentially get a commission of the new resale value. Imagine how art pieces by up and coming artists, initially they may not be worth a lot of money. They may be $100 or $1,000. However, as an artist, your fame may increase, you may become super popular, and at which point your pieces of work can be worth millions of dollars. However, those individuals who bought your work early on, they only paid you $100 or $1,000. So whenever they now resell it, you're not really getting any of those millions of dollars. Now, the nice thing about NFTs is the commission factor.
How much commission do you make?
So even as your popularity grows and then they resell your work, you get a 10 to 15% cut. And because it's on that Ethereum network, all that validation and processing is 100% accurate.
Now, these aren't 100% accurate, right?
And people can't just get away with it because the only way to transfer the ownership is strictly through the Ethereum network. And the only way to pay for that piece of work and ownership is through that Ethereum network. And that's what's so powerful about this for creators. You could also sell other types of NFTs that gives you permissions to have lunch or a meeting with the individual for the year or for the decade or whatever it may be. It's similar to what Warren Buffett already does when it comes to donating. He allows anybody to have lunch with him dependent upon whoever donated the most. So imagine you as a creator having an NFT that gives fans or whomever that owns the NFT an opportunity to meet with you one-on-one, either through Zoom or for lunch or whatever it may be. And other individuals who want your attention and who want to get time with you, they now have a portal to access you by purchasing an NFT from the current holders that may be selling your specific unique NFT. So how are other people monetizing it? One of my friends, Giancarlo Bernini, a professional magician, was the first one to do a magic NFT. And I had the chance to speak with him and asked what he thinks in this whole entire field. Hey Giancarlo, thanks again for taking the time to come here and talk about NFTs and how you're leveraging it in the magic industry.
Hey Naveed, thanks for having me and inviting me to be a part of this. So I first saw NFTs as an opportunity when my business partner Ray Genko, we were talking about some projects, and he said, have you heard about this NFT thing? So we looked into it. We realized it could benefit the magic community was that it also allows us to keep track of who has performance rights to perform certain tricks, who has the building rights to build certain illusion, and overall who knows the secrets. Now, of course, people can share things that they have, but right now, the way that magicians tend to claim ownership for magic and say, hey, I invented this or I created this, is to put it in print, is to put it in a book or magazine for magicians and say, hey, this is the thing that I came up with and I created it. But the problem with that is then you're revealing the secret to other magicians. So the NFT allows me to put the secret in the NFT and say, look, I created that. And if I need to, I can then open up the NFT and show people what's in there. NFTs are revolutionizing the art industry, the tech industry, the music industry. I think it'll do the same for magic. And I'm excited to be pioneering this space in the magic world, in the magic industry. If you're interested in, the stuff I'm doing, you guys can find me at berninimagic.com. That's BERNINI magic.com. On Instagram as @BerniniMagic as well. So thank you.
So now that we understand NFTs, what I really want to explain more now is Ethereum and Bitcoin and the difference, but in a very high level understanding, because I can make this an entirely separate video, which I will. So in technology, there's always generations of the tech as it evolves. So for example, you have the first generation iPhone being iPhone 1, and then the second, the 2, and so on and so forth. The first generation of cryptocurrency really began with Bitcoin, which is mostly focused on asset management and has a processing time of about 30 minutes for the process and transactions to go through and to be validated. The second generation that evolved from this was known as Ethereum, which is on a separate network from Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum allows you to do essentially faster transactions and smart contracts. And smart contracts are essentially digital contracts that allow you to do certain things if an event has occurred. So for example, let's say a Cowboys supporter says that if the Cowboys win, you have to give me 2 Ethereum. If they lose, I have to give you 2 Ethereum. And if this event occurs, that transaction will go through. I can't do anything to stop it or take back my word unless we program certain limitations or whatever it may be or clauses into this digital contract. So that's kind of where NFTs fall. They're a form of a smart contract because you're giving digital ownership to a piece of file, in this case, or artwork, if you are giving them money. The third generation that is currently existing right now are the alternative coins that you may see. Some of the common ones are that of like Cardano or even Polkadot. So where can you buy NFTs? Well, non-fungible tokens can be purchased on many websites, but the 3 most popular ones that currently exist are OpenSea, which was founded and funded by Peter Thiel. The second one is Rarible, and the third one is Nifty Gateway, which I believe the Winklevoss twins are involved with. Now, NFTs sound great, but they do have their fair share of criticism. And one of the biggest ones that I really want to highlight is that a lot of people believe that it's a bubble. And it's definitely understandable because a lot of people are betting on the fact that if they purchase certain NFTs, that someone else will pay a higher amount that they had originally paid for. Now, obviously, this valuation can drop anytime and any period, and so that is definitely a level of concern. Whereas the Mona Lisa for decades now has been valuable and will continue to be valuable to many, many people. Whereas a random digital art piece of work or a NFT file from a creator or whoever it may be may not become relevant if, for example, that creator gets canceled or whatever that may happen. So it can potentially be a bubble, but for now, we definitely know that NFTs are here and they may be here for a little bit longer than we may think. Alright everyone, in this video we discussed the elements of NFT from a historical perspective down to a high-level viewpoint on the financial side on how you can obtain them and how it may be beneficial in different spaces, whether it be creative or outside of that. Again, if you have any questions or comments or tips for me, please leave them down below. And I know I make typos, so if I do that too, let me know below as well. Lastly, please like and subscribe if you plan on coming back. If not, tune in anyway. Till next time, peace.